Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go through an Amazon haul that I recently did. But before we get into that, I've realized that if I were a court card, I would be 125,000% Queen of Pentacles. Because, well, first of all, from an astrological standpoint, even though her element is water of earth, the signs that she represents are Sagittarius and Capricorn, and I'm actually a Sagittarius sun, a Sagittarius moon, and I have 5 placements in Capricorn. So from that perspective, I've always felt like, you know, Queen of Pentacles is my girl, but I'm also like a very nurturing, generous person who can indulge in quite a bit of retail therapy if I'm stressed out or like if my work-life balance is out of whack, basically. And that is totally what's been happening to me recently. I'm usually pretty good, like I'm one of those people that needs to get better at saying no to things, but every project always sounds so exciting and fun to me that I'm always just like, yes, I want to do it. I'm gonna make time and find a way to do it. And I end up always just like overloading my schedules. And most of the time I'm pretty good about juggling it, which is why I feel like I can really see Queen of Pentacles in myself too, because I'm able to balance all of the work and, you know, hobbies. So tarot, for example, and I'm also a musician, I'm a songwriter, and I'm really into synthesizers as well, and I have a full-time job on top of that. So I always kind of just have a lot of stuff going on. And then over onto the shadow side of the Queen of Pentacles, you know, when you're juggling and you drop one of the balls and everything just kind of goes haywire, you know, I guess like maybe recently I've been feeling a little bit more Queen of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, we're working on it. But during those times when I feel like my work-life balance is really out of whack and I'm just like coming straight home from my day job and like diving right into my other side projects and, you know, working until midnight or 1 a.m. and then waking up and doing it all over again, which has basically been my schedule for the last few weeks, I start shopping online. You know, like in the moments when I have 5 minutes of downtime, it's such a guilty pleasure, bad habit thing that I do. I'll just go online and buy things because something about like having a package show up at your door that you know is something fun just always perks me up during those times in my life. Anyways, that was a really long-winded way of explaining how this particular Amazon haul actually came about. Basically, I've just been indulging in retail therapy because I've been really stressed out and not managing my work-life balance situation very well. Also, I'm really sorry if you hear cat noises in the background. We have a foster kitty who's very enthusiastic about life over there, so she makes all kinds of really interesting sounds. Yeah, so without rambling any longer, let's just dive into it. The first couple of things that I got were some cloths. They're like altar cloths for doing readings. So this is the first one that I got. I really like this one. I was looking for a couple that would kind of look nice with any tarot deck because I feel like a lot of the patterns that I see out there are a little bit too busy. And I've actually never owned one of these before. I've never felt the need to put my tarot cards on a cloth. So that's the first one. And then here is the second one. And this one's just like, oh, you can't even see anything but this. Yeah, it's pretty large. And I like this because it's mostly a solid color, so I feel like it wouldn't clash with a lot of decks. Anyway, I have never used a cloth before. I just have no problem throwing my cards down on whatever surface I'm closest to. But next month I'm doing an event where I'm going to be reading outside. So yeah, I just thought I should have something for that event since I'm going to be outside and not indoors. There we are. We have these. Let you know how it goes. But I do like both of those quite a lot. And then the next deck that I got is the Smith Waite Borderless deck. And this is actually one of the decks that I use all the time. So this is just a backup because I use the crap out of this deck. I haven't even opened this, and I'm probably not going to open it until I need to. And then I got the Crow Tarot, and this is kind of, I'm not going to do a walkthrough of these, by the way, since they've all been out for a while. Nothing I got is brand new. They've all kind of been out there, so if you want me to go more in depth on anything, definitely let me know, though. Anyways, the Crow Tarot really took me by surprise. I was kind of like, am I going to regret buying that one afterwards? I don't know, but I love it. I actually haven't even done a single reading for myself or anybody with this deck yet, but I already know I love it. You know when that happens? When you just know? Yeah, so it comes with a nice sturdy book, and the cards are definitely larger than your standard tarot size. Like, it's definitely larger, and I don't have a lot of decks with larger cards. I'm more of a mini tarot deck person myself, but something about these, I just love them, and I love the illustrations on them. Here, if I hold them here, can you see them okay? I hope you can see them okay. But yeah, so here's the Fool, a couple of the majors. Yeah, I was actually really pleasantly surprised by this deck, and I can't wait to start playing with it and getting to know it a little bit better, because I really love the artwork. I love the borders on this deck. I just think it's beautiful, so I'm super, super excited to start working with this deck. And then next is the Cat Tarot. And I've mentioned before that the Tarot of Pagan Cats is one of my favorite decks. And I'm generally just a cat person, and I actually purchased this one, well, I purchased all of these on a whim. This one was actually not from Amazon, though. I got this at Barnes & Noble after work one day recently. Around the same time, I did the rest of this Amazon haul online. And this was another deck that I thought I maybe wouldn't, that I wasn't sure if I would love. I knew that I would like owning it because I love cats and I love cat-themed decks, but I didn't really think that I would actually read with this one because I had seen pictures of these cards online, and I felt like I couldn't relate to the artwork right away to a good number of the cards, as far as being able to recognize immediately which card it was without looking at the title, or without, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I like it when the images make it abundantly clear to me which card I'm looking at. This deck comes in a 2-piece box too, with an awesome guidebook, and I have to say, this is the first time that I've owned a deck where I've really reached for the guidebook a lot. And it's probably because I don't always recognize the message in the artwork right away, but the explanations in this guidebook are so good, and the advice that this deck gives is just, it's so sweet and practical that it's become I feel like I say this about a lot of decks, but it's definitely one of my recent favorites. It's definitely been a go-to for me in the last couple of weeks for advice to myself, I guess. You know, when you want a practical answer that's phrased in a very kind and gentle way, I feel like this deck is awesome. So there is the Cat Tarot. And after that, I got, and I'll show both of these at once because they're illustrated by the same guy, the Zombie Tarot and the Housewives Tarot. So these have been on my list for a really long time to purchase, and I just never did until now. And I love them so freaking much. You know how I was saying about the cat tarot that the images don't, to me, make the story behind it abundantly clear immediately? I feel like the complete opposite about both the Housewives Tarot and the Zombie Tarot. I just feel like when you're looking through these cards, first of all, the artwork is so cute. I'm holding these cards by my face because I'm trying to keep them in focus. But I feel like I can relate to the story that the cards are telling right away, which is always really important to me, at least when deciding on what deck I'm going to use, is I want the art to feel intuitive to me. So I love this. It's got this retro, you know, nuclear 1960s family vibe to it. And it's just so fun and sassy. I love this deck. I've only played with it a couple of times, but I already know it's a keeper. There are sometimes, you know, sometimes when I get a new deck, I kind of know right away whether or not I'm going to be rehoming it at some point. And I also usually know when a deck is a keeper in my book, and both of these are, in my opinion. And then next we have the Zombie Tarot. So they both come in these big boxes, and they both have guidebooks that explain the story that each deck is telling, which I love. And then here we have the Zombie Tarot. Let me see if I can find the majors. Oh, here we go. So in the zombie apocalypse, you have like the oblivious dad coming home, unaware that the zombie apocalypse is starting, and like the mad scientist as the magician. It's just this, it's kind of dark, but not really. It's more funny, I guess. This is more like Shaun of the Dead than it is like 28 Days Later, if that makes sense. And I do love this deck too, and I'm really looking forward to playing with this around Halloween. I think that'll be fun because I don't do super well with really dark decks. For some reason, I just haven't found ones that I really resonate with. And this one is the closest I've gotten so far to something dark that I love. So I will definitely be playing with this one come fall. So yeah, I think that is everything that I have. My little Amazon haul. And I feel like this time this has been a very successful haul. Housewives Tarot, keeper. Zombie Tarot is a keeper. Crow Tarot is a keeper. And the Cat Tarot, also a keeper. So overall, I'm super happy with these purchases. Let me know if you guys have any of these decks and what you think of them too. I think all of these decks have been out for a while. Alright guys, so yeah, in the name of being more like the Queen of Pentacles upright and less like the reversed Queen of Pentacles, I thought I would include my first giveaway in this video too. So I'm very sorry in advance. You do have to live in the United States, in the continental United States for this giveaway, because I have not researched what shipping internationally costs or how long it takes or anything like that yet. So if you're in the United States and you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment down below which court card you think you would be and why. On September 14th, I will pick a winner from, you know, whoever has entered down below. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And I'm going to be giving away a copy of the Pam's Art Tarot. I have 2 copies of this. This is one of my favorite decks. So I will be giving this one away. This is the Game Crafter version. So yeah, that's all I've got for this video, you guys. Again, make sure you subscribe and Comment down below which court card you would be if you live in the US and want to be a part of this giveaway, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.